Hi, my name is Laryssa Birdseye, and this is Across the Street with Jim.
What is good? I am here today with Laryssa Birdseye. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
If you watch the show enough, you know I do bring everybody a gift. Might be a little loud and boisterous, but there's some flowers for you. Thank you so much for joining us here today at Rocky Butte.
Yeah.
Look at this view. Fantastic.
Yeah, there's a hawk over there.
Yeah, there's a
It's a bird theme for sure.
Ooh, flying around. You see it?
Yeah.
Cool. You come up here often, you said?
I do, yeah. I live in the area, and when the pandemic hit, like all my dates got canceled, and I was really busy. I was playing a lot of music, and then all of a sudden, like, we all got the news, like, oh, you don't have anything to do. And I kind of lost it for a little bit, but I started walking. Like, I just started walking everywhere, so I kind of, like, walked a lot in the neighborhood, and then discovered, like, these epic trails. But I'm not going to tell you where they are. They're my secret. But yeah, I just kind of feel like over time, this, like, the journey of the adventuring through here kind of healed me in a lot of ways. So I love it.
I got to do a bunch of snooping, which is my favorite part of the job. And snooping around on your social media, which you do a great job at, by the way.
Thank you.
Very, very interactive content, as well as very funny, too.
Thanks.
Is your cat okay after the fall?
My cat was so freaked out. So I have started a new thing. I installed a stripper pole in my room. It's really great exercise. It's like so much fun. It was not fastened to the ceiling like quite well. So I was trying to do this reel with my roommate, and so he, you know, like he's like on the pole, and then I like take a leap at the pole and I'm spinning. And then the pole comes crashing down. I fucked up my foot so bad.
You're at the hospital today.
I went to the hospital today.
You okay?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I don't think it's a fracture. I got x-rays just to be safe. But the cat was near where the pole fell. And she was in a paper bag, and she jumped through the bag, like ripped the handle off. It was like around her stomach. You can see her in the video because she leaps
show the little
like
clip right here.
She leapt like 6 feet in the fucking air to the door. So she's good. She's good.
The holidays are upon us. Also, again, digging around. You have two Christmas songs that I really like. The 2017 release of Can't Cry on Christmas.
Yeah.
Dope. That's really cool.
Thank you.
I really like that one.
Yeah, it's like a good normal Christmas song, you know, and the other one is not.
I was about to say the Naughty. I listened to Naughty, of course, and I was like talking to my friend this morning, and she had heard the song too, and I said, "Where do you play this song?"
Anywhere. I mean, not for like private, like contract hire, like I'm background music kind of stuff, but I play it at any of my own shows, and only in December. I can obviously only sing in December, but I've been playing it out a couple times this month, and people love it. You know, people are super into it.
Yeah, the little video you put together for it. You gonna have a full visuals for that too, or are you gonna
so Maddie and I put the song together I wrote the song one afternoon, it started as a joke because I just had the lyric like, wanna put your candy cane in my mouth, wanna drink your eggnog, I won't spit it out. And I was like, oh, that's fucking funny. Like, that's insane, but that's like super funny. So wrote the song in an afternoon, and I think that was like December 20th of last year. And I was like, we have to do a Christmas miracle. And so we produced the song, we shot a live video for it. So I'm gonna do some content using the video with the new audio, because we basically just remixed and remastered it because we didn't have a lot of time last year. But
I love the presentation of it so far looks great. So if you go any further with it, I can't imagine.
Thank you.
Especially with the type of visuals that you put together, they're all very strong.
Thanks.
Like the Shame video when I got it.
Oh yeah.
Wow, girl! Like you went all out with that.
I did, and I shot that in July, and I got the first edit back, and a friend of mine, Adam Sweeney, shot it, and he sent me the first edit, and I was like, I can't put this out. I can't put this out because it's just like batshit crazy. There's the scene where I like fake bang my friend in a field, and we did a lot of that for like, because we wanted to get, you know, the shot. So it was like for 20 minutes, my friend and I are just like in this field, like super hot and heavy, and then in between takes just dying laughing. Like it was great because the friend of mine, Charlie, his name's Charlie. We were both a little nervous. We were like, oh, you know, we've been friends for like 7 years probably. So he was like, hey, like, I'm sorry, like, if anything happens, like, it's like a physical reaction. And I was like, and I have a history of putting my friends in music videos and like, we'll make out. And then I'm like, that's a little, maybe like, you know, it's just like it kind of fucks with you. But we really went for it, and then we pulled back, and we both started laughing. We were like, I don't feel a fucking thing. Like, it was just, like, a perfect thing.
You guys were all bloody in the middle of a field. And,
yeah, and he was great. I mean, he took so much abuse from me. Like, I had, like, super, super long nails. I was, like, slashing his face.
There was
like,
fire and candles. And...
Yeah. Like, dripped wax on him. Like...
Did the dress make it out, all white?
No, fuck no. No, it was so dirty. But it was, like, covered in red candle wax and dirt and all grime and all of that. So, it was fun. It was definitely an art project.
Where are some of the places that you like to perform at around town, Laryssa? I noticed you get out quite a bit and performed quite often, so what are some of your favorites?
Here in Portland, I really like the Alberta Street Pub. They did a lot of cool shit during the pandemic. I think they were one of the only venues that kind of stayed open. I really like the Star Theater. When I played at the Aladdin, I loved that. And Stage 722 is doing some cool shit also.
So you were at the Atlantis not too long ago as well. The Atlantis Lounge, yeah.
There's a good open mic that my friend Christopher Worth runs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he runs it on Tuesday, so it's just a bunch of songwriters come and play one song. So.
Oh, cool. Is that something you've been doing for a while now, or?
I go in, I mean, I'm friends with their crew. I go in every now and then when I've got like a Tuesday open, just to drop in and try out some new stuff.
That's probably a good place to do it. Go in there and see.
It's like a good place to fuck up if you fuck up.
It's a good place to fuck up.
Yeah.
I really like also the porcelain project that you did. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
That also has one of our past guests on your video there, Scooter Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
Shouts to Scooter. That was really cool.
No, Scooter was great. Scooter and I ended up like, because we had to fight in the video, so we were like screaming at each other. We were both like, because it was all improv, so we were like screaming and going in and like probably saying things that were true to our lives. And after we'd cut, we'd be like, I'm sorry, like I hope you're good, like I didn't mean it. You know, I think it was just kind of
good therapeutic moment.
It was good to vent. It was definitely good to vent.
I saw at the one at the end of the videos, and after looking at so much of your stuff today, where's Felix? Where's Felix the dog?
Oh my gosh, he's warm at home.
Yay!
He's my little OG homie. I've had him for 8 years, so he's kind of been through the whole journey.
It was really cool at the end to say, featuring Felix the dog. Has he been in any other videos since?
I haven't put him in any music videos, but it's like, I kind of want to, I don't have any kids, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll just put in like animals. I used to put boyfriends in my videos, and I was like, ooh. Never fucking again. Like, anyone that I've slept with is never going in any of my music videos.
I'm glad you got to that. Before we started here, I was a little upset with Laryssa when I told her I stumbled upon Barely Friends, which also contains one of my favorite people around town, Rain Ezra.
Love her.
I just spoke to Rain the other day. We're going to get her on the show, too, so shouts out to Rain. Let's get you on the show.
Rain is one of the most talented people I've met, and she's just, not only is she talented, but she's so fucking easy to work with, like such a joy to work with, and so passionate and creative. Like I could not say enough about Rain. So anyone that's not familiar with Rain, go check her out. She's a killer.
And she's worked with some of my other town favorites, people like Tony Ozier.
Yeah, I love Tony.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's crazy talented.
When I saw that project together that they did, I was just like, why don't I know about this?
Yeah.
I gotta watch this immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony's great. Yeah. Have you ever done any work with Tony?
I have actually, but it's with it's kind of like featured work, so I've gone in and done some vocal stuff. in the past. But we haven't done a project yet. I would like to.
Where do you
I would like
record
to.
at? Where do you record at?
I've been recording with a good friend of mine who's crazy. Like, he's such a good producer, and he's young. He's like 25. So he basically put his nose to the grindstone, learned as much about production as he could. So we've been kind of growing together in like the last year. So he did Porcelain, he did Shame. He's worked on a couple of my upcoming singles. I just released something called Happy Now that he did.
Okay.
So yeah, I love. His name is James B. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like
I saw his name pop up a few times actually.
Yeah. He's wonderful.
Have you had any cool successes yet, Laryssa? Have you had some moments where you just kind of like felt like the star that you are, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny when that question gets asked, because it's like, I don't think I have anything in particular that's like, this is the accolade. But I've been, the last couple of years, I've been touring the West Coast. Like I just came back from a month in New York. I think like little by little, I think my career is sort of the like, it's definitely not been easy, and it's definitely not been like a huge like meteoric rise, but I'm a firm believer that if you do something for long enough, you inevitably get to where you want to go. So I think,
I love it.
I think all of the success that I've had has just been in terms of connecting with an audience in a very personal way. I think that I'm really blessed and really grateful to have the fan base that I do have, because it's small, but they're I don't know, I love it. It's I was playing a hotel gig the other day, and it's kind of one of these things where you like show up and you just kind of like, you provide some ambiance and background music, and I just like go and coast when I play these gigs. But this woman came up to me and she just looked me in the eyes, and with tears in her eyes, and she was like, "Thank you, you've really helped me tonight." And I was like, that's it. That's like, that to me is a wild success. When people come up to me and they're like, this helped me in some way, like this got me through this, or anything, like I get out of this space of needing to control the outcome, and I'm like, I'm already doing it. Like whatever happens later will happen, but right now I'm doing something.
You can add me to that list of people. Like I said, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that, and you two girls just melted my heart. I swear to God.
Thank you. And that was just a single take. I think we did 2 takes. That was the second take, and just whatever happened in that video, like, because in the song I almost broke, like almost started crying, and I think that you can kind of connect to the emotion in that. So I'm really proud of how that turned out.
No, me too. It's very beautiful. A little smoke in the air, and a little, the presence of rain there with you, with the backup vocals. Oh my goodness. It's really, really good stuff.
Yeah, I love her.
Do you guys have any other projects in the works, the two of you?
I'm playing the Crystal Ballroom for Portland's Folk Festival on the 15th of January. So she's going to come and do some background vocals for me.
Ooh, dope. All right.
Yeah.
Shouts to rain. All right.
Yeah.
Holidays, what are you gonna do? You got it all planned out? You got all your shopping done, or you do like the rest of us and wait till the last couple of days?
Basically, and like it's past the point where I can even order anything. So I'm like, all right, well, shit. Like we just gotta go to Hawthorne or something. Like, I mean, motherfuckers are getting candles, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have some of my holiday shopping done. Also, I feel like every time I go Christmas shopping, I'm like, okay, like, we're gonna get the best gift, and then I like find things that I want, and I'm like, well,
I left with a pair of mittens and 3 candles.
I know, and I'm like, but I also like all of these candles, so they're really just for me. I'm like, fuck, and then it's December 22nd, and I'm like, well, shits,
You would think Christmas would be one of your favorites. You got a couple Christmas songs. Have you ever thought about doing any other holiday songs, or is that just the one?
At some point, I think I might put together like a Christmas EP, because I have, I've got I also consider Can't Cry on Christmas like I don't know, I feel like there are like there's like a line dividing the music that I've made, and everything like pre-2018 was like nice and sweet and cute and like, I don't know. I don't know. I think everything got edgier and like harder and less apologetic. Like more. I think I'm more of myself as an artist now. Like I'm more comfortable with what I want to say.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see the growth through just watching your projects develop. And
Yeah.
I like how you're in all of your videos too. You do a really good job of separating moving shots, the way you're walking and singing, and then there's some where you're just sitting, and
Yeah.
it's a really great mix of you, I think, visually with the music. So
Thank you. I love music videos. It's one of my favorite, mediums for art because you have the song and you have what the song is. But I think you can elevate it and you can take it a step further. You can be less literal. You can kind of capture different parts of it. So I love it. That's what I cast myself in all my music videos. Some artists are like, don't put me in the music video, but I'm like, put me like front and center,
Well, I've only seen one of the videos that I thought for sure I would like to be in, and I think that was Fuckboy.
Oh my God.
I would have loved to have beat up an eggplant. That looked like a lot of fun.
That was such a last minute, like thing too, because I hit up my friends, and this was like last March, so it was still like part of the pandemic where not enough people were vaccinated, and I was like, well, I feel like shit if I put everyone together in a room, but if we like meet in Laurelhurst and we just pretend to like fight each other, that'll probably be
That was great. It turned out really funny. I love all the participation from your friends.
Yeah, I bought like 12 eggplants and I gave everyone an eggplant, and I was like, all right, we'll just like bring a weapon and I'll bring out eggplants and we'll just work it out.
Everybody dressed up in their favorite fuckboy costume, it looked like, too. All the way down to the vapes, to 6 packs of beers, to...
That, I cannot tell you how fucking, that was so much healing. It was and everyone, God, it was such a depressing time in general. And I swear, the joy that all of us experienced smashing, and it was raining, so we were in Laurelhurst, covered in mud, getting filthy, on the ground, just stamping on eggplants, and all the guys got to tap into their absolute fuckboy potential. It was yeah.
It was a really good, really fun video.
Thank you.
We rifled through about 18 minutes here pretty quick. On the way out of here, would you like to give the city a special shout outs or PSA or words of encouragement or?
Yeah. Words of encouragement or anything. I don't know. For anyone that's watching this, and I feel really compelled after these last 2 years to tell everyone, whatever you're doing right now, make sure that you're happy with what you're doing. If you want to do something, whatever the fuck it is, not art, not anything creative, whatever it is, and you can't get out of your head, just do it. Just try as hard as you can to get yourself in line with that, because there is nothing that's guaranteed. The world ends for everyone every day. Or for some people, the world ends every day. And eventually it's going to end for all of us. It seems like the world is just so apocalyptic right now, and it's heavy and it's difficult. But one thing that I struggled with in the last 5 years was do I actually want to do this? Should I do this? Should I do something else? Should I do something that's more secure, more solid? And the older that I've gotten and the longer I do this, the more convinced I am that when you follow what you love and you follow what you're good at and what you're gifted at, so much of the world opens up to you. Even if you don't make it, what you make along the way is a life worth living. So that's it.
Thank you so much for being our guest, Sarah.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If there's
you
anything
just
I
knocked
can do,
me off the...
I know. I was the most frat look. We had Laryssa set up for catastrophe here. We were going to throw her over the edge.
Yeah,
the lightest dab ever.
That was the last thing I said, and I just...
If there's anything I can ever do in the future, you let me know.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I will add your social media links in the bottom for your fans to follow your activities. And until then, hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You too, Jimbo.
Cheers.